Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be talking about Boku no Roblox, and I'm going to get right into it, because there's a lot to go over. I'm going to start with the two mythical quirks, All for One, or Deku One for All, and Tomura's All for One. I personally have never tried Tomura's All for One, but Deku One for All, I mean, it's been the meta for however long in the game. I don't think it's been changed by that much. You have Tomura's One for All, which just looks like a better version of All for One. Or, well, Tomura's All for One, my bad. But, yeah, I mean, it just looks like a better version of it. Next up, we have All for One, the normal one. It was never bad, it just wasn't good. I mean, you're going to be missing out on a lot of things. It's one of the lesser off ones. And, I mean, or one of the lesser off, legendary quirks. Explosion was pretty good. I liked it. It was decent. It was usable. I rarely get it. I've never tried Fierce Wings. I mean, from the look of it, I mean, it doesn't look bad necessarily. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty basic. Half hot, half cold, I think was the worst legendary quirk, and I want to believe that it is still, just because of like the fact that the skills only hit once, and then it's just really weak. Although that might have been patched, I don't know. But if it has, hey, would you look at that? They are decent now. Moving right on along. One for All, which still not onto rare. So, One for All, basic. It is just bland. It is like, it's good. You're just not gonna love it good. But, I mean, it's good. Overhaul, I believe this was like one of the highest damaging things in game, because you could just one-shot one of the bosses. I don't remember, but it was a relatively strong boss, and it was pretty insane. You could just one-shot him with the V move, so that was pretty good. Onto the rare, we have Creation. I never really liked it. It wasn't my type of thing. It might have gotten buffed or revamped or something. I wish it did. I hope it did, but it wasn't amazing whenever I used it. Cremation, which is Blue Fire. You have really weak skills with this. The skills are stunning you unless they patched it, but like, oh, it looks like they revamped it. Yeah, that looks like it got revamped, unless the X move hasn't been changed at all. Oh no, that has not been revamped. Okay, so yeah, it's still not amazing. It's good, but it's not amazing. Moving along, Dark Shadow. This one was, yeah, the stand. This one was pretty good, whenever I last used it. But, I mean, it's not great. I mean, you're gonna be able to use it really well against bosses, and it's gonna be pretty powerful. Now, moving on to the next one, Decay. This was really weak, and I think it still is, but now you have Deku, or, Decay, or Tomura, all for one, so, I mean, if you get Decay, you can use that. Frog. I don't think it's amazing. I mean, it's cool, I guess. It's not really outstanding. I mean, yeah, that's just it. It's not really that great. It's not bad. It's a rare. What do you expect? Yeah, muscle augmentation, which I personally like. I used it a lot. Uh, it's good. Quirkless, it's as it says. You need this in order to get Deku One for All. So yeah, Acid. I've had a lot of fun with Acid. Acid was really fun whenever I used it. Air propulsion, really bad. Unless it got a revamp, it's really bad. For a rare, this is just awful. Well, no, it's not a rare. It's an uncommon. For an uncommon, this is just awful. This is like worse than half of the freaking normal common things. I mean, yeah, you can't really expect much from it. It's just not good. Black hole. This thing is actually really good. It stuns. It's just amazing. I like it. Clones. It's cool. It's good, I guess. Electrification. Again, I mean, electrification ain't bad. It has a big, AoE stun, which has like a 10-second cooldown or something like that. Moving along. Hellflame. I think this got a revamp, but I'm unsure. No, it did not get a revamp. This one wasn't bad. It's just, it's an uncommon. It fits well in its place. So yeah, it's usable. It's good. Permeation. This thing I think was like my favorite thing and my favorite quirk for the ability that just you get invincibility whenever you use one of the last skill. So I mean, there you go. Pop off, freaking such an insane one, but like it's unless they fixed it, it glitches where if you're fighting a boss, they're moving but they're invisible. So on your screen, they're stuck there. But during oh weird, that's lame. But if you hit them with the first move, they get stunned on their screen, but they can still move themselves and attack you. So, I mean, that's annoying, I guess, but it's a really good one anyway. Shock absorption, this thing is great. I believe you're able to like tank damage from All Might whenever he's at half health really easily with even just like level 500. And I mean, yeah. Shock repel. I don't know what the max damage on that is anyway, so. You have Warp Gate, which was really fun to mess with people. It's... What the heck? It's weird. Oh, interesting. But yeah, Warp Gate is really freaking cool, because you get to, like, teleport. That's always fun, and you can just create a stunning area of effect where they just can't move. Then the last mode is literally invincibility for a couple seconds, or like 10 seconds-ish. Engine, I believe, is the worst one in the game. Gigantification is probably like one of the better ones to use during, the raids. Hardening, it's not great. I mean, it's just super bad, in my opinion. It's like, you could use it, but it's just not gonna be great. But, yeah, I guess. Jet, not a good one. Most of the common ones are really bad anyway. Naval Laser. Naval Laser's okay. You can use it at the start of the game and it'll be really good. Somnambulist, which I believe that's the right pronunciation, is really weird, because if somebody has a form on, like, gigantification form, I think you can still move even while under the sleep effect, quote-unquote sleep effect. And, yeah, that's really weird. But, like, I don't think all the NPCs can use it. I think just really fast boss NPCs can use it, or can move while hit by it. So, hey, that's cool. Regeneration. I almost always like regeneration in these kinds of games. Jesus, this is already 9 minutes. But I always like regeneration in these kinds of games because they're always they mostly always do it good, other than like a couple. But regeneration is done well in this game. It's not stupidly broken like some other games, but I mean, it's not bad. You have Tail. I personally really like Tail. I'm gonna be right. Alright, I'm back. Now, with Tail, I mean, I like it a lot for PvE. Just I think that's the Z move, or Z if you want to use that, is the only one that I like with it. Well, the C move is good as well because it has a small AoE, but it has a large AoE, and that's like the only reason why I like it. Voice, like the second or third worst one in the worst common, as you expect from a common. Zero gravity, it's not great, it's not bad, but it's a common. You can just say that it's a common. That's all it really needs to be. Now that's enough with the quirks. Now with the weapons, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weapons. 14 weapons in the game. A dagger and a sword, or the dagger and the katana, you can upgrade these both from the base dagger and base katana. They're not great compared to like event items. So you might as well just get event items. The guns, however, are pretty good. Especially the last stage, since you get twice the fire rate for, you know, really easy. You know, I think it's just really cheap, I believe. But if you get carried in the freaking, what's it called? In the raid, you're gonna be able to get all of this stuff easily. The pumpkin scythe, uh, it's decent, usable. The spread on it is really good. And yeah, well, at least the tier 2. Spread on it is really good, but yeah, moving along. Pumpkin pistols, they're decent. They're good. Better than the normal pistols. Especially since the damage multiplier is actually more, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, the damage multiplier is a little bit under double. The candy cane guns, the same multiplier, but the AoE is probably better on it. It just looks better, especially since it's right below you rather than where you aim it. So it can be annoying to land the AoE for the normal thing. The winter sword, I've never used it. It looks decent. Just has a basic slash on that. Doesn't have a double slash. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather use like the egg staff or Easter staff because it's just better. The AoE is much better, and I'm saying this mostly from the perspective of a primarily PvE build or PvE player. So yeah, you have the Easter katana. What's the skill look like? I wonder. Oh, so it's just a better version of the winter one, and then it just doubles that. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, the Easter sword looks a lot better than the other one so far. By the way, I'm getting all this information straight from the Trello. You can just go straight there. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So yeah. The Ghastly Sword, is this what it's called? Ghastly Greatsword. Doesn't look too great. Doesn't look bad, but I mean, compared to the rest of the event items, I don't think it looks that good. Cursed Gloves. Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like the Deku one for all X move, the B move for it. So that's pretty cool. Ornament Blaster, you have another dual guns. Wow. That looks just like an upgraded version of the other one. The freaking Actually no. I think the pumpkin gun also does that. Basically it just goes through the NPCs, so it's a piercing thing. But I think the other thing does that as well, so well, whatever. Oh, interesting. So the candy cane sword, or peppermint saber, sorry, gives you 20% of your health back on the B move, which is pretty cool. The icicle is, I think it's an AoE move on the skill. Oh no, I think it's the ice second move if you're using the ice side of the transformation. Moving right along. You have the gauntlets, the gamma suit, and the shadow cape. These buff 3 different things. The gauntlets buffing explosion, the iron souls slash gamma suit buffing Deku one for all, and the shadow cape buffing that one thing, dark shadow. I believe it just increases their damage. So yeah, I mean, just increases their damage slightly. You have the Santa armor, which reduces damage. I believe all of these armors just reduce damage. Uh, hmm. Okay, so it reduces damage by 1.5 by 10 durability points, which I think that's the same for all of these. Yeah, it looks like the same for all of them. The bunny ears increase your jump height and give you 1.25 damage reduction per 10 durability points. So, okay, that's interesting. Moving right on along. You have the ghastly armor, which, yeah, which reduces damage by 1.25 per 10 durability points and gives you a health regeneration increase when below 50% HP. So, I mean, whenever you're below half health, it helps you regenerate faster, so that's cool. That's good in raids. Now for the Festive Lights, you get a 1.25 damage reduction per 10 points, and increased damage whenever you're under 50% health. So, I think of those two, the Ghastly Armor is probably better. Moving straight on to bosses, I want to try and hurry this up. You have Tomura, the weakest boss, really easy, fight him probably first. Present Mike, again, easy boss, weak. Dobby can be a challenge, he's annoying sometimes. Midnight, again, annoying sometimes, but she's not going to be hard. Muscular, some people struggle with him, understandably. He reduces damage, which not a lot of these bosses do. Gang Orca, I think he's just a really annoying boss to fight. Nomu, again, very annoying because he reduces a lot of damage. Mount Lady reduces damage, is giant, has giant hitboxes, very annoying to deal with. Endeavor, he goes past annoying and he's just a hassle to deal with. Overhaul, very powerful if you let him hit you with his one move, which I don't remember what it's called, but it'll basically take out like 45,000 health. Hawks, I fought him earlier. He was pretty easy to fight because he kept missing all of his attacks. So unless you're standing still trying to fight him, he's pretty easy. Giganto Machina. Well, a giant rock, basically. This thing is easy-ish. It does a lot of damage, though. So, there's that. All for One, he's not hard, but he is certainly powerful if you let him hit you. All Might, again, he's powerful. The hitbox on one of his moves is gigantic, so you probably want to like... Is there a block button in this game? There might be a block button in this game. I'm just not paying attention enough. If you can block. If not, get as far away from him as you can whenever you initially hit him. Awaken Tomura, sorry. He's really easy. Or, maybe not easy, but he's not hard. For, like, the second to last boss on this list, he's not hard. I didn't fight Deku yet, which I imagine he just has Deku one for all, which is not hard at all in my eyes, so, yeah. I'm not going to go over the normal enemies other than the criminals and the police, which are the two NPCs that you're going to be fighting, and the weak villains, maybe. But those three NPCs are, like, the first two areas. They're not hard to fight. If you go to the UA students, if you're trying to be a villain, or trying to get negative reputation first, they're annoying. I just recommend going for, normal, killing weak villains and stuff. Interactive NPCs. I'm not going to go over all the quest givers. I'm just going to go over the general ones that are actually used a lot. Dr. Jennifer, normal spin seller, basically. Dr. Daniel, he is the uncommon spinner, and Dr. William, he is the rare one. So he only gives you rare and legendary quirks, and then Dr. Daniel only gives you uncommon and up rarity, so uncommon, rare, and legendary. And then the common, which is Dr. Jennifer, gives you all of them. The weapon shop, you can buy pretty much everything here. All the non-event items, so the gauntlets, or the Deku gauntlets, the explosive gauntlets, the shadow cape, and then the gun, the knife, and the sword. You can buy those all there. The gym trainer, you can buy a... Oh, so, okay. That's funny. But, anyway, I was just getting lost on this Trello. I find it funny, but if you buy the premium game pass, you get 250 EXP, or no, 2,500 EXP per hit rather than 250. Again, I don't recommend buying a lot of game passes in this game, or in Roblox games. Nezu and Kurogiri. If you have positive karma, or positive fame, rare, what? Anyway, if you have positive rank, whatever it's called, you go to Nezu. If you have negative, you go to Kurogiri. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Deku, you're going to talk to him if you have Quirkless and level 5,000 with 50,000 fame, and apparently it has to be positive. So, there's that. You have Dr. Ujiko, which you need Decay, 50,000 fame, has to be negative, and level 5,000, and then you get Tomura all for one. So, I believe that's it. There's... Oh yeah, the PvP lobby includes the villain raid, hero raid, PvP fights, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's that. Event stuffs, I don't know too much about them. All I know is that the, what's it called? What is this called? Halloween. I played the Halloween event, and all I know is that those things are very hard, and you want a group of like level 10k plus to fight that and succeed in order to get any of the items. Yeah. So hero raid, villain raid, both relatively easy if you have at least level 1 10,000, which is what I would show you at the start of this video. So yeah. For the last 5 minutes, I don't know. I'll just do another war or raid because I got kicked out of the one that I was playing. So thanks. Bye.